to be or not to be.
Found the set. Okay, I think we are legitimately live now. Hello, everybody.
Look, all I'm saying is that Grimace, as a butt plug, is like master level tier at best.
Master level tier.
You start there. You don't start at Grimace. You don't start at Grimace.
Only.
For the love of all of it is holy, do not start at Grimace.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're a coward.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. Here, we don't do no prep work, and we don't do no stretching. You take it up the tailpipe like a man.
Kurt is ready to just have Grimace thrust into him.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Get it.
Welcome back to the Actors Dungeon, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any thoughts on Grimace and the relative sizes of butt plugs, please feel free to share it in the
we're actually
comments.
doing something a bit different tonight. We're all playing a different emotional state of Grimace.
Look, I'm just going to say this right now. It's going to be really awkward when you're walking down the street and there's just like two little legs kicking out behind you. I'm just saying, all right?
Walking down the street looking like somebody shoved a grenade up your ass and pulled the pin.
If I unclench,
Dude,
it will explode.
if you sit down, you could still walk.
Oh no!
Just crawling along.
It's like, oh, I gotta rest for a minute. Ugh.
Just sitting like a meditative.
Wow.
We're adults.
Thank you, Jessica. No prep, no play.
Brought to you by... Sponsored by Mark Donards.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're loving it.
Loving it.
Oh, no. All right. Well, as I was saying, welcome back to the Actors Dungeon, a live stream that tries to fuse improv shenanigans along with tabletop role playing. We're currently playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Stuff happens. I take no responsibility for what goes on in this dungeon.
You're the host. You do actually have to take responsibility.
If anyone wants to know what the underside of the bus looks like, just let me know because I think we just got thrown under it.
Oh.
Right. So when last we, just to give our audience a heads up, we're going straight into a combat as some things, some shit got real last time. So just a reminder, we are now going to go into our recap, and so all of our cast members have been given a secret prompt. Afterwards, we're going to see if we can guess who's who. We're not going to take too much time on that, so everybody gets a guess. Viewers in chat, please feel free to give your guesses, and this is how they get their first rose, which of course is a reroll. So we're going to start with Alexander's reading spot number 1, Kayla number 2, Ryan number 3, Kurt number 4, Charlie number 5. All right. And we will begin when you are ready, Alexander.
Okay, all right. I'm looking out at this crowd. I'm trying to gauge and see what's going on here. Maybe there's an interesting situation. Let's see. We got Mac. Mac had reached a deal with the Noir, the evil spirit of the woods. However, something went wrong. While Mac thought he had obtained a new friend. Noir had really obtained the vessel to leave the woods and spread her chaos.
Yet this was unknown to our champions until it was too late. Believing they had solved their situation, they took the rescued town folks who had been under the curse of the werewolf and returned to Lito's village. Unfortunately, things had not gone well during their absence, and the mayor and the townsfolk ambushed them.
Assisting the party had been working with the evil. Rune, the mayor, attempted to tie our party up and store them in the cargo hold of the Urchin, along with Skip, Selena, and the rest of the crew. While Aridin and Vlass conspired how to take back the ship, Mac unleashed an elemental blast that scattered their forces. Happy birthday, Grimace.
After a mild skirmish with the townspeople and the miraculous return of Nathan Fielder, things took a turn. Through Mac, the roots of Noiree's sinister tree burst forth. It grew rapidly, consuming Mac and reaching into the ship with its roots. Our heroes fought hard, only to find the battle turning.
The ship has caught fire? Rune, Judy, and the remaining townspeople abandoned the ship? Vlass fought to his last breath but is now unconscious and overboard? Skip, Selena, and the crew are tied up below? At least in time? My cabbages!
All right. Players, feel free to guess each other's prompts as well. Do we have anyone guessing for Alexander V. Cantrell? Going once, going twice. I think everybody got
to
him.
nobody understands what I did.
All right, and Kayla. Kayla's was kind of scary, actually.
Barney.
Well, wasn't it supposed to be? Kind of?
Yeah.
Were you goofy?
Kurt, go ahead.
I'm guessing Goofy, but Goofy from that one dark cartoon where Mickey was like a prostitute or whatever it was.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. I'll do it again.
Kurt,
You can do it again.
Like
Kurt,
Goofy
what
murdered
have you been
somebody,
watching?
yeah.
Not quite Goofy, a little more generic. Kayla was a birthday clown losing her shit.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then we had, sorry, who was it? Then we had Ryan. Any guesses for Ryan?
Nathan Fielder.
Nathan Fielder!
Happy birthday, Grimace.
He was a dead inside fast food employee.
Nathan Fielder.
Oh, happy
What?
birthday,
It's not a bad
Happy
feeling.
birthday, Grimace indeed.
He's a business major.
That's where he's coming from.
He went to a really good business school in Canada.
But he worked his way through and came out debt free by working at McDonald's.
I don't know if that's true.
Hey, no wonder the
And
foot's so-
Kurt Cumbrink.
the Cabbage Man from Avatar?
No, that was Charlie.
Oh, fair. Whoops.
No, Kurt seemed like I liked your guess, Christopher. I think the Twilight Zone situation.
Yeah, the guy, like the opening credits dude. You're about to enter
Actually-
a world.
Sounds like
in the
transatlantic
same
accent.
vein, he is
Yeah.
actually just Dr. Sigmund Freud. And Kurt, actually, I'm going to get you to bring your gain up a tad, if you don't mind. And then, yeah, Charlie.
How's that?
That's better.
Awesome.
Charlie was the cabbage merchant. Charlie has also disappeared from the stream randomly, so...
Yeah.
The cabbages.
The cabbage got him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mystery of the missing cabbages.
My cabbage corp!
Oh, don't want to show brands.
Toby. Sorry.
Yeah, no
Oh, I'm
brands.
sorry,
By the way,
that's not
happy
supposed to
birthday,
be-
Grimace.
Happy birthday, Grimace!
Happy birthday, Grimace! We didn't talk about what we talked about.
Oh, God.
Oh no, there's a
Okay.
void on the screen.
Whoops. No.
Two voids. One void now.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you're in the ocean. The whole thing's a void.
Yeah, true.
You don't want to know what's at the bottom of this void.
Alright, so I do want to, I'll just take a turn for Aridin. Alright, so, viewers, you have heard it. We are, in the midst of a crisis. What once was Mac has now become a gnarled scythe tree possessed by the evil spirit of Noiree, the witch druid of the woods. Vlass is unconscious, bobbing in the water. Eridan.
Bobbing for.
Quiet, you. Life. He's bobbing for life. Phelan and Alexander are now on the board. So Phelan and Alexander, you've just seen these Rune, the cat folk mayor, and his little entourage of crossbowmen ambushed you on the ship. There was a fight, and then Max suddenly became this tree in the middle of the ship. The tree's roots are reaching deep through the wood. The ship is also on fire thanks to an attempt by Vlass to set the tree ablaze. But unfortunately, besides some minor damage, the ship seems to be taking more damage than the tree itself. And of course, we have the crew down below: Selena, Skip, your bosuns, your cannoneers, and the newly restored Nathan Fielder.
Is that what that picture is?
What? Oh yeah, it's Nathan Fielder.
I was like, what is that?
You can just Google a picture of Nathan Fielder. You don't need.
That kind of looks like him, though.
That's
like
hilarious.
Does look a bit like him.
I didn't want to have to go through that. I wanted to use a token that was already in the game, and this guy looked generic.
This dude is already in the game. What could this dude possibly be other than Nathan Fielder?
It's like, I, for the love of God, did not want to look through pictures of Nathan Fielder. My God, I can't imagine the worst hell.
Alright, so Vlass the Ass, first things first. As you bob there on the water, life fleeting from you, you must make a recovery save. It is just a flat D20 check, and we have to see if you scale up along the dying track or fall further and end up closer to death's door. What is it with you and death? Why won't you die?
That's what my mom used to say to me.
Vlass, in a miraculous... the water hits you, and all of a sudden, you come back up.
You feel Nathan Fielder's gentle caress. Suddenly you awaken.
Hang on. I gotta get a little drinky boo.
No, don't drink that salt water.
Alright, let's go. Hey! I'm here! I'm wet, not in a good way.
So, Vlass, as you attempt to scale back up the ship, I assume that's what you're doing, give me an athletics check. Keep in mind, you only have 1 hit point currently. Alright. You scale the edge of the ship.
I'd like to use one of my potions before I get up there. I could do that.
Alright. Yep, that is a very smart idea. I am glad you're remembering you have the health potions.
Yeah,
Alright.
Some voice told me as I was going out, said, "Hey, dumbass, you got potions."
Alright. So, Vlass, you chug one of your potions, and you regain 16 points of life.
What's the matter? Okay.
And you are feeling much better. Alrighty, now the scythe tree decides to attack. Oh, actually, I pause for a moment. Phelan and Alexander, both of you must make a please roll for your initiative so I can properly place you in this order.
So I did get to realize something there, though, Game Master.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a feat that literally says defy death. That's probably why I keep surviving.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. That actually should grant you some, I'll have to look into that. Well, Phelan's taking her turn. Phelan, you are actually, with that 31 initiative, you are up next. So, you've just seen Vlass the Ass crawl back up onto the burning ship and chug one of the health potions. There's this tree with gnarled limbs swinging sharpened branches from its vines, cutting almost like scythe blades. You are safely out of its reach at the bow of the ship.
You said the ship was on fire, right?
The ship is also on fire, yes.
So I can't climb anything. Can I climb up something? Or is it all in flames?
No, you can very easily climb up. Let us quickly go back to the map. The front mast is actually not there because that has not been replaced since Vlass blew it up. You are currently being on the... you are currently on a raised platform, which brings you roughly to the height of the tree. At the moment, you could jump onto one of the barrels next to you, but there is no mast for you to get any higher look onto the tree.
Okay, I'll just stay where I am then and try to take a shot at this tree.
All right. Phelan, actually, you clicked on the arrows. You clicked on the wrong button.
Oh, no, dude.
That's all right.
This is what I get for being away for so long. There we go. That's the right one. Wait, can I keep...
right.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay.
All right.
We're good.
The arrow goes flying into the bark of the tree. Phelan, it looks as though the arrows are... It's going to be tough to deliver enough damage to the tree. What do you do?
What do I do? That's a great question. So I can't hit the tree with the arrow?
It hit, but it seemed as though it didn't... give me a perception check as you tried to diagnose.
Perception. What is up with this frickin' tree? Okay.
All right. So, Phelan, you look at the tree and realize that this just isn't going to... Your arrows don't quite have the punch. With a tree with bark this thick, it is going to have some resistances to piercing damage. And unfortunately, arrows being piercing, you're realizing you might have to find another strategy, or see if you can be of aid to another.
Oh, dude.
And I just need to, sorry folks, I need to pause for a moment. Charlie unfortunately has not been able to rejoin us, so I need to quickly adjust the Zoom croppings once more. I'd like to write to Zoom one day about how to move boxes around, because this is really dumb. You heard me, Zoom.
wake up on the ship. Don't know what's going on. There happens to be a tree here. It is. It is ridiculous.
Donkulous.
They're using big words. My head hurts. No.
Yeah, Vlass, stop falling off of ships.
The giant angry tree is the one that threw me off.
Last time it was a giant angry kraken or something. No, it was a dragon. Sea serpent.
I took care of it though, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
All right. Resuming shortly, just bringing all my stuff back up. All right, thank you for your patience, everybody. We are returning. So, Phelan, with this information, you realize your bow might not quite have the punch to get through.
Dude. Dude, that's all I know. What if I set the arrows on fire? Would that do anything?
I don't have to answer that. You can always try.
Well, yeah, that's what I want. I would like to try to set my arrows on fire and then shoot the tree.
So, Phelan, fortunately, it is easy enough. In order to get to where some of the fire is, you would have to move down to this area.
Okay.
And so, standing near Aridin, you light one of your arrows on fire. Now, make your second attack.
Okay. Let's get some pyrotechnics going.
I'm afraid the flaming arrow simply bounces off the armor of the tree. And the scythe tree 15 feet. The scythe tree then swings its scythe branches toward you, Phelan. Wounding you immensely.
Oh.
Damn, boy!
Ouch!
Phelan. Yeah. That tree one hit KOs you.
I win!
Elf girl, no!
Was not expecting that. Okay. Phelan, please,
Damn! That tree fucked you up!
Alright, so Phelan, you fall unconscious.
I'm looking at this too. Overkill by 1 hit point.
No, that's just rude.
Alright. And with that, the scythe tree continues burrowing its roots. It expands its roots along the deck. Everything in my poorly drawn lines is difficult terrain and hard to move through. It wraps its tentacles around the cannons. They are no longer of use.
Oh, great.
Aridin, hearing the screams coming from below deck. I'm gonna go and try to save everyone. Also, this is my Aridin impression. I'm so fabulous. So Aridin, moving across the threatened squares, nimbly makes a athletics check to try and press through. Or acrobatics, actually, because it's more dexterous than I thought. All right. And Aridin is able to make it up to half his speed unthreatened, which is only 15 feet. All right. But with multiple move actions. And he's going here. So Aridin is able to make it underground. All right.
He was the captain of the gymnastics team when we were in school.
Alexander, I need a initiative from you, please.
Yeah, I keep rolling my D20, but I haven't seen any results for it pop up.
Oh. You got to double click on initiative perception on the front of the sheet. It's got the plus 13 with the dice icon next to it.
Yeah, I'm like Kayla. This is what I get for not being here for so long. That's on the main page, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're not dead yet.
At least I'm not dead yet. Yes.
Kayla,
yes.
that was that surprised me.
I come back, I die. Welcome back.
Okay, dramatic pause. I'm here on the main page, and I see initiative for perception, stealth.
Yeah, when you double click that 13, it should
For perception?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So now it's put you in the order there.
Heard. My bad. All right, dramatic resume.
All right, so Alexander, Phelan shot an arrow. It was not hardy enough. She went to light one of the arrows. You saw her fling it from her bow, and then the tree, in retaliation,
fucked her up.
Cut her open. Alexander, the roots of this tree are digging into the ship. The ship is burning. There are shouts coming from below. What do you do?
I believe that Mac, I can sense him. He's somewhere in the tree. So I wanna verify this. I wanna verify if my senses are lying to me or if they're real. Is Mac in the tree? So I reach for one of the roots that's nearest me. This one. Dungeon Master, what kind of check would I need to make in order to see?
This is actually a perception check. Because your senses are specifically attuned to... Alrighty. So, Alexander, you put your hand to this tree root, and you reach out with your spirit, and if Mac was in this tree, he wouldn't be doing this.
Damn. My boy! Okay. What to do? Sheesh. There's only one thing to do in this kind of situation. Take out my flute and begin to play.
All right. Alexander,
Okay,
what
do
is...
you want the recorder, the wood flute, or the penny flute?
Let's whatever you got in your hand, most convenient
Alright,
for you.
penny flute.
All right,
that.
let's see. Let's see what we got.
Alright, what kind of vibe we going for?
Well, it's a 20. So
Yeah, but genre.
okay, all
Are
right.
you sad? Are you doing a jaunty little jig?
No, this is sadness. Mac is not here.
All right.
This is kind of nice.
All right, so with this, Alexander, you inspire courage. So everybody in a 60-foot radius, whenever you have to make, for the next round, you are given a +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls. Everybody remember that. You can add a +1 and the
Does
little
everyone
modifier
under the
blocks
ship
here.
count?
Sorry?
Does everyone like on the bottom of the ship count too?
They're
They're in the radius.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah,
why
Nathan
not?
Fielder's gonna save us all.
All right. So that was all right. So this brings us to...
It's great. I don't have to stay in character. I don't have a character right now.
Vlass the ass.
Ugh.
Alexander's rolls inspire courage. You see the ship. There's very little of the ship you can see now. It seems to be mostly tree. You've just seen Phelan get sliced up by this tree, much like it did to you a moment ago. The fire spreads. The smell of death and gunpowder. What do you do?
Hey, if anyone's gonna knock anyone unconscious on the ship, it's gonna be me in a drunken stupor. All right, but enough of this.
You almost say if anybody fucks Phelan.
Moving right along.
That's what he was gonna say. I feel like that's what he was gonna say.
No,
He stopped himself, but
I was trying to be PG and not say the F word, but I guess we're just. Oh, fuck it. All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take my dagger, and I'm going to use my powerful leap and jump over the vines towards that ugly ass thing. And I was just kicked out of the campaign.
Yep.
Me too.
Dramatic pause as I open it back up.
That dramatic pause, everyone.
damn,
Yeah.
Phelan getting fucked up. Vlass trying to fuck her.
Killed so bad the universe imploded.
Matt dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I was trying to hit close on the character sheet I had open, but the mouse just hit the close program button.
Why are they so close to each other?
Because it's like my only usable space.
Dang, and the DM kicking us out the game. Sheesh.
It's like there's
Yeah,
no
I'm,
save
he's
in
a-
this now.
I'm nasty like
No.
If I hear
sir.
one more happy birthday grimace,
That's what got me.
The wrath of Grimace.
That's what got me.
I'm liking how this
Oh,
became the
goodness.
joke considering that promotion ended like 2 weeks ago.
Never
I'm
forget.
just getting caught up on the memes now.
What promotion? I
This
live
is
under a
birthday.
cave.
Happy birthday, Grimace.
I live under a cave, so
Hey,
I'm not
Alex-
under a cave.
Do me a favor while we're waiting for later, just pull up Grimace Shake compilation.
Grimace shake. Happy birthday, Grimace.
Happy birthday, Grimace.
All right, sorry about that, everyone. Oh, all my campaign assets.
Oh no, are all your beautiful drawings gone?
What?
No, I just need to find them again.
I'm looking at people with purple.
Yeah, the grimace shake.
Yeah, that's the shake.
Like a shake. I'm thinking like a dance. Okay, it's a
Milk,
An
like
actual
milk. It was a
That's a
milkshake.
milkshake.
And
Yeah,
it wasn't great. It was like a vanilla milkshake that vaguely tasted like, I think, grape. Some people said blueberry. I don't know. I tasted grape.
The Grimace Shake. That's like, what was it? The Harlem Shake, and everything. Get right up and do the Grimace Shake. And then all of a sudden, just cuts to a bunch of McDonald's employees, no pants on, just slapping each other in the ass with baked beef patties. Just
What have you been watching, Kurt?
You have an interesting YouTube history, don't you?
Somebody please wipe his history and get him back onto normal. Get him back onto normal YouTube.
Is there a normal YouTube? Oh my god, what does that look like?
It's
Like
not.
Amanda Nelson.
It's not whatever the fuck Kurt's looking at.
Smacking each other's asses with beef patties. Yeah, fair.
Wait, you don't remember the Harlem Shake videos?
I remember the Harlem
but
Shake
I don't remember
videos.
anyone smacking each other in the
Yeah,
ass.
I don't know which one you saw.
Yeah, I know.
What kind of Pornhub ass version you were watching?
All right, so everybody quickly reconnect. Please bring up your characters. Bring up, oh dear. Sorry, I'm getting some comments from Kurt's wife in the chat now.
Oh, dear God.
That's not your wife, that's Grimace, don't trust them. It's like that story of the two astronauts where it's like nothing's more terrifying than hearing Sanchez call for the door to be open, but the Sanchez next to me shaking his head no.
Oh, that's like that creepypasta.
I love it.
Where your mom's like,
with
"I've
the
heard
mom
it."
and the daughter. Yeah. Did y'all see there was somebody made an animation of that. It's really well done.
Yeah. I don't know if we've seen the same one, but I have seen one, and they're wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, if anything, tonight we've established that we all watch different YouTubes. So.
Hey guys, it's me,
sometimes
Vinny
dip in
Vine
the-
Sauce.
Very
I mean,
different YouTubes.
I watch YouTube. I'm pretty sure I do. It has the word tube in it. I know that.
Ew. Ew.
Alright, and plus yes, alright. Alright, sharing the map again. Alright, can everybody see the map?
Map is seen.
Excellent. Alright, so, Vlass. You were about to take your dagger and you were using Powerful Leap, I believe.
No, hang on, because the map isn't. Well, hang on, I can see it on.
Oh.
Okay, there it is. Finally, it popped up for me.
Okay.
That's what she said. All right.
I knew that was coming. I even heard it in your voice in my head before you said it.
She said that too. All right. Okay, back to action.
All right.
We had a lag. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but as I was saying, so I'm going to use my powerful leap, and I'm going to jam my dagger right into you, considering the little annoying guy isn't there anymore. Rest in peace, little buddy. All right, let's go.
All right. So Vlass, Powerful Leap, make an attack roll, please.
Okay, let's see. I can get my. No. And that would be melee, correct?
Correct. And don't forget to add your +1 from Alexander's inspiring song.
Okay, how do I do the +1?
In the little modifier box, just type in so it says +1 adjusting. Let me know if you need a
it's-
hand.
It's just saying dramatic pause. I just keep saying it just says 0. I'm clicking, it won't let me do nothing.
Oh, all you have to do is click it to highlight it, then on your keyboard you press 1.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to put in the plus. Okay, that's where I'm messing up. All right, dramatic resume. All right, and wait, hang on, don't do that. My combat sheet looks completely different now.
Oh,
Hang on a minute.
what happened?
My combat sheet is complete. Dramatic pause. My combat sheet is completely.
Oh,
okay.
click
Never
on
mind.
the
I clicked
Actions tab.
All right. Wow, Kurt. Oh, it's been a
We've
long
all
week.
been on
Okay.
summer vacation, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us as we catch up.
Now I'm coming down from serotonin syndrome, so yeah. All right, and dramatic resume. All right, and alley-oop.
Alexander, you hit.
I hit?
Oh, sorry, Kurt, you hit. I was reading, reading and the initiative order.
Yeah.
All right, roll your damage, Vlass, and you can add +1 to your damage. Actually, add +2 to your damage. You get 1 from Alexander's flute, and you're gonna get 1 for the powerful leap. All right, and Alexander, again, the knife plunges in, but the bark of this thing is so thick, you are not sure if it's how much damage you actually did.
Vlass, I'm not sure how much damage you actually did to this wood.
I think I got it a little bit. It went in something.
All right. So Vlass, you've attacked, you've jumped. You're now standing right next to the tree. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Do I have any potions left?
You got 1 more.
Yeah. Nah, screw it. I'm gonna throw it over to Phelan.
I don't think she's in the state to catch anything. You didn't see that ass whooping that tree laid on her.
I just figured if I threw it at her, it splashed on her, it would help.
Oh, gotcha. That might work.
Yeah. Okay, that needs to be a athletics check, right?
This is actually a ranged. You're trying to shatter it on her wounds. So
You can't miss.
You are going to attempt to throw this. So give me a ranged attack roll, and on your character sheet, it's essentially going to be treated as. Whoops! Go back to actions. Your silver dagger has a +13 for the ranged. You're essentially going to be treating it like that, but whatever you do, do not roll the damage afterwards.
All right.
I have enough of that already.
The glass
crap, I
glass
clicked
vial
twice.
doesn't shatter. It just bonks her on the head.
To Vlass, silver dagger, precise tree at Phelan hit. All right, so yeah, it hits. Yeah, admittedly there were some penalties, but a 27 even with the negatives will still hit. So yeah, you hurl a vial, and just a disclaimer: it's a bit of a house rule. I think it was what's his face, Matt Mercer, who said the rule of cool. If somebody has exposed, it's an ingested potion, but if somebody has exposed wounds and you can get something into somebody's bloodstream, if there's a way to make it work, we'll allow it, because this is kind of cool.
Even though a little bit of glass got in there, it's okay.
Yeah, so Phelan, you're probably taking 1 damage, but you're healing for 12. So I'm going to adjust your character sheet.
Oh, man.
Nice. It almost killed you.
All right. And so, with that, it is actually Phelan's turn. Phelan, the world gets foggy, and suddenly you are shocked awake with the sound of shattering glass, and your abdominal, your guts, I guess, are covered in this red ooze that slowly seal your wounds up.
It's not just blood. Oh my god. Okay. I think I have a healing potion in my inventory, right?
You do indeed.
I'm gonna drink that.
All right. Phelan, you have one of your own healing potions. And the nourishing liquid flows through you. And you receive another 13 hit points back.
Okay. We're getting there.
The scythe tree rages, its arms swinging. The roots all around make it very difficult to approach.
Oh, do I still have more turn?
Yes. Yep. A potion takes 1 action.
Okay. Can I get to below deck?
Yes, you can. You have to... There's a trap door right here.
Oh.
You would simply have to carefully dodge around this this area with an athletics check.
Okay. I'm gonna try
or
to
acrobatics, whichever is higher. You can use either or.
Okay, I'm gonna use acrobatics, and I'm gonna try to do some cool flips over those roots.
With a 20, yeah,
Get
you're
to the
able
top
to 5, 10, 15. You're able to get through unharmed, but it is still very difficult. If you can get to the trap door, and it will end your turn, but you will be down below deck with Eridan.
Phelan, why are you running away? It's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Everybody
I don't want to
gets beat
die
up.
again.
Everybody gets beat up every now and again.
All right,
Not
so...
everybody dies every now and again.
All right, the scythe tree releases this awful howling wind-like moan as it increases in size. Forget how to make something increase in size.
How'd you make that grandma ogre big or small?
That was an accident.
Oh, heard.
Yeah. No, there's like a press control or shift or something, and I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, it's getting bigger. I'm just gonna draw more stuff. And Alexander and Vlass, as this thing assaults your spirit, give me a will save from the both of you.
Where's the will? Which one's the will save?
No problem. It is on your main page. On the right-hand side, there's Fortitude, Reflex, and Will. You're just double-click on the will save. There you go. Oh. This is nothing you haven't heard before, and you are not affected by its fear. However, at this point, the roots now completely cover the upper deck of the ship. Alexander, what do? You are now surrounded by these gnarling, grasping tree roots.
Well, first, I apologize for what I'm about to do. And I take out my quarterstaff.
All right.
Yeah. And I'll try and attack some of the roots around me.
All right. So, Alexander, you start batting at the roots. Give me an attack roll, please.
Is it this? Sorry, I've got a tiny spider crawling on me in real life. and nope, that's not it. This is it. Base. I'm in dramatic pause. I'm in attack-based settings, yo.
Sorry, attack-based settings?
Sorry, I'm in combat. I apologize.
No, you're in actions.
I'm in actions?
Yeah,
Know what?
I realize how confusing that is.
That's okay. We're here now, and I've got my staff in hand. That's the wrong thing to roll. Yeah. Ignore that. Here it is. There we go. That was right?
Yeah? Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Now you can roll your damage. As
Gotcha.
you whack it. Alexander, you strike the tree root. Besides a small little wince from the root, it simply continues to gorge its way into the wood of the boat.
Mm.
You have 2 actions left.
I would like to I'd like to look around, see what the heck I can see. Nothing's making any sense. Wow.
Yeah. Alexander, you look around. As you stare at the ship, this isn't the ship. This tree has manifested the entire Urchin. There is no way you can think about how you can uproot it now. The ship, as its roots make its way to the mooring lines, if it sets sail, you do not want to be on this ship. You are still within swimming distance to land, and you can see some terrified townspeople looking and pointing. And from below deck, you can still hear the screams.
God damn. Which one of these sails is still functional?
The aft sail.
So I'd have to run all the way to the back of the ship.
Correct.
Very well. I'll try and make the sacrifice. It's acrobatics?
Yes. Acrobatics to make sure you don't suffer
snatched
pain.
up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, of course, the monk is going to ace this. So.
Of course.
15. So wait, you were here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So unfortunately, you do still have to move at half your speed, but you have unbelievable speed. So you should be able to get, even moving half speed, you are able to get here. Not quite where you need to be.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you've already used one turn, actually, so you should be here.
Yes, so I should be near Vlass, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And below deck, Aridin. Phelan. I'm Aridin now. Phelan. Aridin turns to you like, I'll take the right. You go to the left. And he runs off and begins untying Selena and one of the bosons. And they will be freed after his turn. And now we return to Vlass the Ass. And actually, I'm going to cause... this is the start of a new round. Let's take our intermission here. I really need to go to the bathroom. And we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with Act 2 of what the hell is going on here, and can they make it out alive?
We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball P.
I gotta wait.
Welcome to the chat, Scary Remember. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And remember, at any point, you can throw your actors a rose to let them re-roll a roll that didn't work out for them too well.
Who could forget that country classic? I don't want to grow up, I'm a special ed kid. My parents are cousins, and look what they did. Hey!
That's
a song.
That's country, I guess.
I don't know that one.
Honestly, whenever I think of a country song, I usually think, well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a real song. Look it up. It's great.
Well, we're in halftime. Oh no, we're just waiting for Ryan to come back. But so just continue to sing your songs and do your things, everybody.
That'd be one of those songs to sing. What was it? That one thing they had on like Facebook or whatever years ago, where it says somebody comes walking behind you and points a gun to the back of your head and says, "Sing a song," and if you get every lyric right, they'll let you live. If you mess it up, you die. That'd be one of those songs, but just sit there and start going, "It's a great day to whip somebody's ass." They're gonna sit there and be like, maybe I should just go ahead and shoot him.
I'll turn around and sing it to their face.
In panic, I might start to sing some Michael Jackson song. Nobody knows all the lyrics to any of those songs.
That's fair.
It's just a lot of...
You know what? There is a song I would say. It's a very simple song. I know it's on the getting on everybody's nerves.
Oh, no, you don't.
Nerves, everybody's nerves. Oh, I know it gets on everybody's nerves, and this is how it goes. Oh, I know it's on the gets on. God, we sang that for like 2 hours once.
Oh, God.
Yeah. We didn't sing it again for like 18 years.
Maestro is back.
Maestro
is back.
Hot cross buns. Ah, yeah.
All right. So, actually, Ryan, I realize for the rest of this encounter, because things are... join us on Monday when I talk about how what I had planned out isn't what's going on.
Hooray!
Isn't that like every session?
Yeah, but I always think I've adapted, and alas, just kidding. You guys are great. Ryan, I'm actually gonna have you play as Aridin, actually.
Have him be Nathan Fielder.
Or I could be Nathan Fielder.
Okay, fine. You're gonna play as Nathan Fielder. Nathan Fielder is currently tied up, but he can still talk and try to escape.
Nathan
his bonds.
Fielder.
I also can't see the map without being assigned a character.
Nathan Fielder,
Okay,
roll your initiative.
Then
I've just been watching on Zoom the whole time.
Who's that mouse? That's cute.
Just grab.
What are you looking at, Caleb?
Just grab Mac and
There was
I'll put Mac
nanners.
on the board.
Okay.
Kayla, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Whoa, who's manners?
Alright, let me spawn in Mac. I don't have
All right.
access to Mac.
Do you know? Oh, I just cleared ownership, so you should have.
Right there!
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
In the bottom right.
The bottom right.
No, oh my god, he scrolled so you couldn't see manners.
Oh, I see. Who? What is that?
This nanners.
Why does it keep
Alright.
getting smaller?
Is it?
Oh,
is
sorry,
that
that's-
a rat?
It was a little mousy, I think.
It looks. The closer I look, it looks more like a donkey or like a cow or something.
All right, so I'm just gonna add Mac onto the map so you can at least see. All right, and now let's go into halftime judges. So I know Ryan, unfortunately, has had like virtually nothing.
Which
But,
means I win by default. Pity.
I mean, some of that flute playing. Anyway, we'll start with James, our performance judge. Have at it. We're a little rusty. We've been away for a couple of weeks, but
I'm
we
gonna
hope we're
say
at
no.
least entertaining.
It's Charlie for not putting a foot out of line at all this game. But no, the biggest appeal for me is the hurling of the life-saving potion. So
Yeah.
far, Vlass is in the lead.
Nice. That was a clever use of throwing there, Kurt. And Chris,
Yeah,
what have
big
you got?
brain.
Okay, so I'm actually in between also giving it to Kurt because, you know, it's always nice to see Great Leap just... Well, that was my best attempt. I hope no one watched that. But I am looking forward to... I might be mispronouncing this. Lysander?
Lyxander.
Thank you. Lyxander's attempt to essentially turn his boat into a derelict.
Wait, you're ruining it. You're spoiling the plans.
Don't worry, the tree can't hear you.
I was about to say, if the tree,
Yeah,
I was about to say,
Candace,
if the
magic
tree gods
tree.
hear me, then you deserve this. I'm sorry. But
All right.
no, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a real interesting ploy, and it's one of those. All right, this is an interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see where this leads.
All right, and with that, is everybody ready to resume?
As
Sure.
I can be as Nathan Fielder.
All right, now it is the beginning of a new round, so I'm thinking we throw in our first improv challenge of the day. Because combat can always kind of drag on a bit, what are our judges thinking? We've got genres, which is a popular combat one where we switch the genres each round. It can be Western style, horror movie, children's book, etc., etc. Or we can start adding in, because the ship is falling apart, props. Props, of course, can essentially hinder a player's movement until they find a way around it. And those are really, or of course, monologues, since we're into something dark. Before each action, if a character wants to make a short monologue, they can bolster their attack. Judges, what are you thinking?
Genre.
I'm of the opinion that monologue might be better in this case.
All right, so split vote. Players,
I'll
what would
flip
you
my
rather
phone.
do?
No, I'll
Let's
flip
do
my
it.
phone. Call
You'll flip your-
screen or back. Screen or back.
Let's do a genre monologue.
No,
I,
no monologue.
we're not reliving IMTA.
All right, you know what? Let's starting this round. Let's just let's go genres. All right. So first, to our viewers, please feel free to put some genres in chat. James, Chris, each give me a genre. Let's.
David Attenborough style documentary.
Ooh. Chris,
Wes
what have you
Craven
got?
style horror.
What? Sorry.
A Wes Craven style horror. If I don't hear terrible puns, I'll be disappointed in all of you.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
You don't know what Nightmare on Elm Street is?
I've never watched it.
He doesn't watch scary movies, y'all.
I don't like scary stuff.
It's bad for her teeth. They
Yes.
chatter. They chatter
Yeah.
very, very aggressive.
And then
Oh, I
in the
wish we
chat, we've got a day in the DMV, which is more a setting than a genre, but I like where you're going. That has to be scary. Okay. We'll maybe put that one in queue, but I think we're going to start off with a David Attenborough-style documentary. So now, everybody, as you go, you have to narrate what you're doing quite like David Attenborough, with that that curiousness and that finding fun metaphors and similes for what these activities are. All right, and we are going to start with none other than Vlass the Ass.
Okay, so. Alright, let's see here. I'm looking up at this thing. Looking down. Ship's burning. Mac's gone. Alexander and Phelan disappeared down the ship with Aridin. I need to look around and see what to do. God, this would be a time where I really wish I had a bigger brain. Wait a minute. Wait. Hey! Alexander! Or no, better yet. Sorry, not you. Phelan, can you hear me? I'm screaming down.
What?
Hey! I'm screaming
Hi.
I'm screaming at you to ask you a question. You probably know this, or at least thinking that you hope you do. Can trees breathe underwater? I screamed at you.
Well,
I stood here waiting for an answer.
isn't this a most peculiar question? You see, there's many different species of trees in many different habitats.
I thought
All across the world, there are many different trees. Different trees in different habitats have different qualities about them. These qualities are both fascinating and mysterious. So, depending on this type of tree, it may be a new species we've never encountered before, which is quite exciting. But that could also mean it might be able to breathe underwater. We don't know. We might have to do a little investigating.
Thank you. I screamed down.
You're
Oi.
welcome.
I stood there with a pissed off look. Nathan. All right. Okay. So let's see. We can. Like back when I was a kid. Maybe we can get the boat to rock. would that destroy the ship? I thought to myself, knowing that this would be my third strike. Screw it. We can always get the ship turned back right side back up. Hey! I yell out to everybody. Y'all want to try and tip the ship over? I say, way too excited.
How?
What was it? I heard about a drunken pirate and his crew. They just started running back and forth together. They got the ship teetering so much to where it finally flipped over and capsized. I said like I know what I'm talking about.
And that was the moment I knew that we were all going to die. Beneath the boughs of a gray scythe tree stand 3 idiots, all waiting to be murdered by said tree. The tree with its gnarled roots threatened to trip the 3 fools should they move too quickly. One, a buck-toothed orc, standing looking thoroughly confused. A gnome, running and dashing across the roots of the gnarled tree. And a scaredy cat who has run beneath the ship's deck and into the cellar. Just like the rest of her kind.
Wow, okay.
Wow, damn.
Okay.
At 93 years old, I may have some bias. But I think after this amount of time watching the scaredy cats and how they operate, it is clear that it comes naturally to their species.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm feeling very offended right now. I've been revivified for a total of 2 minutes, and I'm feeling very attacked personally.
Oh, and there is a surprise Nathan Fielder below deck as well. This is his natural habitat. Out of the action and away. Nibbling on crumbs in the corner and surviving off of the scraps of alpha predators.
I go home and have a normal dinner, like a normal person, at the end of the day.
So our champions decide what to do, with we of course returning to the conclusion of Vlass the Ass's turn, as it seems his attempts to rally his fellow travelers to tip the ship have been in vain. But alas, we have roses for both Vlass and Phelan.
Thank you.
So with Vlass the Ass, his attempts thwarted, what will he choose to do while his peers go about their own business?
Oh, I thought that was the end of my turn. I'm sitting here like an idiot. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see here. Can I use? Let's see here. Trying to think. Does Can I use intimidating glare on my own teammates?
Yep.
All right, then that's what we're doing. I'm going below deck, and I'm giving everybody the death glare. Get your asses up on deck. We're tipping this son of a bitch over.
All right. And as Vlass the Ass ambly walks across, he must first make an athletics or acrobatics check to avoid the gnarling, grasping roots of the scythe tree. Watch now as he attempts to amble, as his harsh, orcish feet smash across the deck. He is able to make it, but not without suffering the attacks of the tree. But alas, Vlass the ass is below deck, where he spies his comrades.
Hi! I stood there looking at everybody menacingly.
Why?
Guess what we're gonna do? We're tipping the ship! Everybody up on deck now!
And Vlass the ass rolled his intimidation skill as it passed against Phelan's wheel defense. Phelan didn't have to worry about doing anything, for this was an automatic DC.
Okay, so what do I need to do here?
Sorry, dramatic pause. You're rolling your intimidation.
Yeah, how do I roll that?
Oh, just double click on the plus 10. On the skills, you got the imitation line.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be intimidate. All right, yeah.
And Phelan, the wild Phelan observes as her orcish companion glares at her. Unfortunately, she has seen much stranger and unnerving things in the wild, and she is unfazed by this intimidating glare. We now shift our camera to Phelan, as she decides what to do in the belly of the ship, where her teammates struggle to stay alive.
Well, Vlass, if we take a look across this new environment down here beneath the deck of the ship, we can observe many specimens of our crewmates and see and observe that they're all tied up. So even if we were to gather our forces to try and tip this ship, it would first seem as though we would need to untie these fellow crew members. So, I gaze across the room, and my eyes land on the peculiar specimen of Nathan Fielder, and see him just sitting there, not screaming, not struggling, just sitting there.
I just reformed my flesh 2 minutes ago.
Well, isn't that exciting?
Yeah. So can we go now? Like, are we done? Can we go home?
As Nathan Fielder questions and complains, I walk on over to him and I untie him and free him.
I was never tied up. I reformed from the ether.
Right. Nathan Fielder.
I mean, I appreciate it. Like, if a pretty girl wants to like hang out with me, I won't be against it. But like, you know.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Ignoring Nathan Fielder's attempts at a mating ritual, we.
Dang, you're laughing pretty hard. Like,
I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second.
Did I do something? Like, should I just? Can I? Oh, there's a small child.
Is this who we were seeing before?
So is that baby like gonna get us out of this boat, or?
Okay, baby, bye bye.
Oh,
Nanners.
Come here.
Nanners. Hey, Nanners.
I know it. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, Nathan Fielder, ignoring him.
Oh, okay.
What about his I look over to Nathan Fielder's companions.
Yeah, they're tied up. Like, I don't know these people.
As I notice them struggling and screaming, I decide to assist them and free them.
All right. So, Phelan, it takes the rest of your turn to undo these knots, but of course they are now freed. Tied to the support mass below deck. I'm losing my David Attenborough already. Watch now as Phelan undoes the knot, deftly weaving her nimble fingers in and around the rope, and cutting, of course, where it needs to be cut. Sooner or later, her companions are freed, but what is this? Curiously in the corner, Phelan sees the remnants of a friend. It has fallen through the cracks from the board above, perhaps, but it is the puppet Niches. Phelan looks, remembering her dear friend.
Isn't that remarkable?
Meanwhile, the scythe tree mumbles and murmurs and creates these awful, awful sounds. With its roots, it detaches itself from the mooring lines, and with its scythe-like blades, it attacks at Alexander the Smiling Nomad. It reaches out with its great scythe branches, with an impressive range of up to 15 feet, and it hits the poor gnome is caught unaware, and it deals 2d10 of slashing damage to wound poor Alexander the Nomad. It then makes another attempt to attack him. Will it be enough to subdue his prey? It is, indeed, enough to hit at least, but to subdue, we must see. Oh, Alexander takes heavy damage, but he is able to withstand the worst and stave off death for now. However, he must limp on as he tries to make his way to the stern of the ship. Watch closely. And Alexander, it is your turn.
I'm watching closely.
So I just looked up and they like, why is Kayla as a?
I'm watching closely.
Nicely done.
The small creature known as a gnome scrambles away from the attacking scythe tree. Let's see. And with a superior athletics, is able to avoid sure death and makes his way to a long, thick pole that juts out of the ship known as a mast. And there the small creature begins to gnaw at the mast's stem.
Wait, you're just like biting it?
With a specialized appendage called a quarterstaff. He begins to gnaw at
with
the
a natural
stem.
1, our narrator would highly suggest that he makes use of his rose. The rose, of course, is the player's secret way of saying, no, I don't like what happened. Let's try doing this once more.
And from a pouch in his stomach, he is able to withdraw a small flower. And with that flower, the rose, he is able to try his gnawing attack again. And lands a bit better than before.
I mean, you're not special. I have a marsupial pouch too.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
That's
He begins to gnaw at the stem of the mast of the ship.
And watch now as the GM's brow furrows as he tries to figure out what the hit points of a mast are. But alas,
4 exactly.
unfortunately it is...
This is one.
It is more than that, but with a quarterstaff, it will take some time before the gnome is able to push through. But alas...
Yeah, you're also not like cutting it or anything. You're just hitting it.
Yes. Yes.
You're just whacking it with a blunt object.
So ill-equipped for this job, the small gnome does his best.
And as the small gnome makes progress, we go now to Eridan, who is now running to go and free Skip and whoever the hell this was.
It's me, Peggy. I'm still here.
Hi, Peggy.
And with this, it seems everybody above, or everybody below deck is now freed. However, there is the telltale sound that stifles all their ears to hear. And as they listen... As they listen, I said... Where's my music? No, it's gone.
Rip.
Y'all hear that?
No!
No, I don't hear anything.
Neither do I.
You hear that? It's the sound of a good business idea in my head. Hi, I'm Nathan Fielder.
As they listen, they hear the flames intensifying as the air down in this part of the ship becomes stale. And now Eridan boldly proclaims, "We shall abandon the ship," as he considers himself somewhat of the alpha male. And with that, he runs back up the stairs with Skip and Selena and a few of the other bosuns all following close behind. But now we go back to Vlass the Ass.
Oh, what about
As it
me?
seems-
Am I not allowed to do anything?
Oh, yes,
You're
sorry, you
Nathan
should be.
Fielder?
I forgot, yes, it went to Mac. But, sorry, before Vlass the Ass, we go now to Nathan Fielder.
So, I pull out of my pocket this little ball, and it's covered with these like little sort of spring fabrics on it, and I'm like, so this is a doinket, and it's the only legal proof that someone is not a baby. Now, because I own one, that clearly makes me not a baby, but I don't know where the rest of you all stand. But because we've kind of been down here for a while, and you guys were just kind of like letting the roots and fire happen, and the ship wasn't that great to begin with, I'm gonna use this magnificent specimen here to break our way out of here, and he's just gonna throw it at the side of the ship to break a hole in the side, on the side of the port.
And what is this magnificent ball that Nathan Fielder decides to throw?
It's a doinket. I
Yeah,
can post
don't
a
you know
picture of
it's
it in the...
doink it.
You want a picture of it? Hold on, I'll grab you a picture.
Akin to a thneed.
It's a
Yeah.
Or whatever that thing was on Rick and Morty that
No, I'm grabbing a picture of it right now for you. So I'm serious here. So it's a doinket. The only proof that you're not a baby. And he's just tossing it at the ship wall.
Is that a stop?
Anyway. I don't know what his strength modifier is, but it's probably like plus 50.
It's 0.
Because, I'm Nathan Fielder.
And we watch as the doinket rolls gently towards the wall of the ship, doing nothing but gracefully tumbling out the window.
You've got to put a picture of this thing in the video itself. Because nobody's gonna know what this is.
Doinket. The only legal proof that you're not a baby.
Yeah, so everyone should have one.
Yeah.
And know what it is.
Okay, well that didn't work, so I'm gonna pick up my doinket and I'm just gonna walk out the big hole in the side of the ship because they've been dismantling this thing for the past week and a half.
So with that, Nathan Fielder escapes out of the ship.
I'm like an octopus. Anything I can just fit my mouth through, I can fit my whole body through.
Is Nathan Fielder an aquatic specimen?
All right.
So,
and
yeah,
with
I
that,
just leave the big hole in the side of the ship that everyone kind of just ignored.
He's omniphibious.
Can you breathe in the water?
No.
and with and with Nathan Fielder's turn, we now go to Vlass the Ass, but this marks a new round. So we've been given a suggestion through chat that this next genre will be a soap opera. So everybody bring out those heartfelt moments, those looks, that sharp tongue, and bring your best soap opera to life in this round. And Vlass, you have been given a third rose, so make sure you use those. You've pretty much got 3 rerolls in your pocket. And with that, we now go to Vlass the Ass to see what he can do.
I've grabbed my fan for effect on my hair. All right, everyone, I agree. We must leave the ship, but we cannot let this thing escape. Here's the gunpowder down here.
Vlass the Ass looks around.
I realize I'm talking to myself. God, I'm so good looking, I just forget that no one's ever around. All right. Well, if we're abandoning the ship, this thing is clearly taking it. Oh, you have been a great ship, and like a wooden lover to us all. I'm going to light my torch, and I'm going to throw it like a motherfucking magnificent hero right at the barrels of gunpowder.
Dang, it's a good thing I got off the boat 5 seconds ago.
Everybody, run like a bitch up the stairs and jump off as quickly as you can. Go! Follow me! As I run up the stairs.
Vlass.
Balin's right there, my dude. You're just gonna kill her like that? Wow.
I've been betrayed.
Right. Phelan. It is your turn.
I have to go, but I can't abandon my long-lost dear friend. I run over to the puppet and embrace it.
Oh, darn it, I thought you were talking about me. Sorry.
No, you're in the water. I
Yeah.
can't reach you out there. I have to get the puppet.
You can walk through the hole.
No, thank you. Maybe another time. I grab Inches and I pull him close to me, and I run up the stairs to avoid the flames of death.
All right. And with that, Phelan leaps off the ship. Outsa runs up the stairs and jumps deftly over the edge. Will she make it? Is this the last we've seen of Phelan?
Not again.
The scythe
Can I do
tree.
acrobatics?
Oh, no, it's all right. You were successful. You had enough movement to make it.
Okay. Never mind.
Alrighty. And the scythe tree, after working up against the rope, is free of these moorings, these tethers that kept it to the ship, to this wharf. The scythe tree is now free to explore the ocean, and it uses its rooty tendrils to attack Alexander, who is there, invulnerable, surrounded by tendrils. Alexander is going to take 6 points of pain directly to his heart. Metaphorically. Not his actual heart. Alexander, as Alexander looks around, I'm realizing soap opera isn't too different from how I usually try to deliver my dialogue. That says something.
So dramatic.
Alexander, you look around, the fear, the heat, the tension. It is difficult to make progress using the quarterstaff, but perhaps if you were to, in your kit, you have equipment for a torch. If you were to perhaps use your dampened kerosene rag, you could incite the fires around the ship to work its way up the mast.
Oh my goodness. I have a torch and a kerosene rag, and I could use it to burn the sail. And after burning the sail, the tree could go nowhere. And I will have saved the day. But first, I've got to finagle this thing together to make it a viable weapon. And so I do.
All right. Alexander prepares his torch, taking this kerosene-soaked rag and using his flintlock to ignite it. It easily goes up, but it'll take some time to catch. Alexander's... You see Phelan jump over the edge. You hear Vlass the ass from below deck shouting, "Everybody abandon ship."
But we've got to destroy the vessel.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna be destroyed.
I don't understand what you mean. He's not gonna answer, so I'm just gonna continue to do what I'm doing.
We're blowing up the ship.
You have to jump.
Before I jump, I try to throw the torch up the mast and into the rigging.
All right. Now, actually gonna call a dramatic pause because this is going to be a ranged attack. So you're actually on your actions tab. Just roll the plus 13 for your dart, Alexander, and that'll... Alrighty. you are able to throw... The torch goes up, but because of the wind and the... the wind, it does not more than fall back down.
Damn it! That's it, huh? Okay, well, damn it! That failed. I guess I should abandon ship now. Look back at the torch in a longing sort of way. Before I turn and run.
That was a great look. All right. Give me an... but will your acrobatics be enough to escape unscathed? Alexander, it will not, and you take... some damage.
Oh no!
I trip over my shoelace and sprain my ankle.
But I was saying
Splash
safety
dead
first.
into the water.
Alexander, you've been hurt, but you do make it over the edge, over into the great unknown.
Ah!
Eridan, I will also attempt to jump over with my brave heroics. Watch me go! Oh no, I'm getting hurt.
Eridan, no!
It must be done. I must be injured. Oh, ow.
Get out of there, Eridan!
Eridan, you shouldn't have went before me. Why?
Which one is this?
Eridan, you're awfully quiet up there. Are you okay?
Having a moment of introspection.
It was no longer Eridan's turn. I was trying to figure out how to use the NPC's character sheets. I really just want to roll one lump sum for all of them.
Just do it then. You're God, you can do it.
Selena is injured, but she makes it over. And then...
Oh, yes, the horse one. Hey, girl. Hey.
Wow, I can't believe you would just say that to a horse person.
The bosuns all take, they all get hurt, but just a little bit. The wounds are superficial. And then we now go to Nathan Fielder, bobbing in the ocean.
You should,
Technically,
technically
you guys
he's,
are all
right
over
next to you
here.
guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so, hey guys, like, why'd you take the long way?
For dramatic effect.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, you know me, I'm full of drama and emotion and thrills. So, should we, like, be swimming away from that lit powder keg? Because I saw him do that, and I feel like we shouldn't be just, like, sitting right next to it.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start kicking away from that shit. Bye,
Is that
guys.
why we all dove into the water? I dove in. I didn't know what was going
My
on.
guest appearance in this soap is finished, so... Bye.
Where's Vlass?
I'm still on the ship. I was waiting for everyone to get off. That's the type of person I am. I make sure everyone gets off.
You bastard.
So yeah, I don't know what else Nathan can do other than like throw the doink it again if you want.
It's alright. You all swim away. And Vlass has... Alright, so we're into the third round. We'll go back to normal as we genres is over, as we go to the final round. All right, Vlass. There's the hiss as you realize the powder has caught. You've been hearing splashes. You can only assume that everybody is overboard. Vlass, what do you do?
I guess I'm gonna join everybody else. And I look back and see it starting to light. I'm gonna run away in slow motion of correct.
Alright, Vlass, give me those athletics checks as you attempt to cross these gripping vines. And into the water you go. And as you all swim away, Alexander, you see with a bit of triumph, even without the powder keg going off, the mast is going up in flames quickly, and the sails catch, and the boat slows. And then you all shield your eyes as a great fireball engulfs what was once your home, the Urchin. Alright. And you all... And as you look back, you see nothing but the tree as it sinks below deck with this last wisp of a horrid breath. Something evil has happened. But what it was exactly, you don't know. All that remains of your friend Mac is the puppet that Phelan clutches in her hands as you all swim to shore. And...
Come on.
Oh, please, talk amongst yourselves.
No, I was just saying, come on.
I'm struggling here. I'm a little beat up.
Come here, I got you. Come on. I got you, buddy.
Man, you're a great swimmer. Most of my people don't swim. There's a stereotype that we can't, but we mostly just choose not to.
Well, we're fairly close to shore, so it's not that bad. We might sink a little. I'm just telling you that now. You might have to hold your breath for a bit.
Oh, okay. All right. I appreciate the help, man.
Yep.
And you all get to the shores of Leto's village. The townsfolk that you saw watching have all scattered and returned back to their homes. You hear screams. And Phelan, you're the first to notice Judy in the distance waves you urgently over. And that is where we are going to end our session for this week. So, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. I hope you all had fun. And now, before we adjourn for the evening, let us go to everybody's favorite part, the judgments. Bum, 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 bum.
Love that. Love that.
All right. So why don't we start with... Why am I using... We're losing... Anyway. We will start with James.
I have to admit, I really enjoyed that. That last moment, actually, of Vlass carrying Alexander reminded me very much of the times Aaron carried Mac. So that was kind of a nice little bittersweet moment.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm actually really torn because there was a lot of really good performances. I must admit, the Edinburgh style documentary I didn't know was going to do well, but when Alexander just started spouting off, it actually threw me because I honestly, for a second, thought it was him. But in the end, I'm going to give it to Vlass for his performance throughout the game.
Nice.
All right. And did you have a second?
But we'll give it to Alexander a second.
Nice.
Alrighty. And Chris.
I'm going to have to flip those two.
Oh.
I appreciate the fact that Alexander kind of realized, oh, wait, I'm using a bow staff to try to knock down a mast. One of these sticks is significantly bigger than the other. We're about to have an interesting time. However, there is one thing I'm going to mention, and I'm going to only bring this up because I've played this and other tabletops enough that this is something that comes up in pretty much any time we meet something new and unknown. A lot of you guys, I think, have at least some sort of knowledges, like knowledge nature, knowledge arcana, that kind of stuff. A lot of you guys, I think, have at least some sort of knowledges, like knowledge. Don't be afraid to tap into what your character knows naturally. So, in this case, it would have been probably a good idea to figure out what knowledge arcana could have picked up, if any of you even have that, which I don't think any of you guys well, actually, Alexander might. He's a bard, which tends to be a magical class, so you might have that. Keep that one in mind.
I think the only one who did is dead.
Yeah.
Sorcerer tends to do that, yeah.
Yeah, but lore. I've got some lore and some occultism.
Yeah, I would
could have been useful.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask your DM about rolling knowledges. If they're good DMs like Mike, they will absolutely say, and yes, I am throwing you in this bus, do not get off of this bus. But they will pretty much be like, yeah, no, roll the knowledge, and then they'll let you ask questions.
Also, hi, me, Nathan Fielder here, real quick. I actually have like every kind of knowledge. I just, I didn't feel like rolling it because I thought they got it, so I didn't do it myself.
You're just being humble.
Yeah. I figured like I'm always in the spotlight, like I should let other people shine.
So generous.
So generous.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That was very, we had a very active chat. Thank you all for throwing your roses, for giving your suggestions. To my players, thank you all very much. I always love playing with you guys. Thank you so much for keeping the dream alive. Ryan,
hi.
Sorry again we didn't get to your character. That's coming up soon. Did. Yeah, that's true. It's coming up soon. And to our judges, thank you so much for helping us out. Really do appreciate it. So finally, if there's anything you guys have got coming up that you want to shout out about, please feel free. We've got 7 viewers who seem to love us for some reason.
Hey!
Aww.
Yes, the golden 7.
It's my favorite number.
I'm listening to Game of Thrones. 7 is a divine number in there in Westeros.
It's also the deadly sins.
Oh yeah. So pick what you like. You want to be divinities or sins?
What's in the box?
All right. And I guess with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will call it a night. Thank you all very much for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Deuces.